Okay, so the first question is, do happily married husbands cheat? Interesting question.
Do happily married husband cheat? Well, these words are really contradictory already. Happily married husband and then add cheat at the end. Like, how does happy correlate with cheating? If a person is happy, why are they cheating? Were they truly happy? How do we define happiness? Or are there any indices to say this is the way happiness should be? This is blowing my mind off. And of course, I may not have the best answer. So, Waxy, what do you think? Welcome to our very first episode of Please Advise. This is a channel where you detect what happened by advising the persons, the people, the number of groups that are bringing their questions, and then they'll get direct advice from us, analyzing it slightly, but you advising. Welcome to Advice, Please Advise podcast channel. And today we are having an interesting questions. But before then, my name is Archwest and I am a co-host of Please Advise podcast, and with me we've got Waxy as a co-host of Please Advise channel. Please do well to like, share, subscribe. Today's questions is so interesting that if you snooze, you lose. So listen closely and give your candid advice. We'll do little to analyzing them, but you hold the master key by advising these people. The little effort you put in to advising will go a long way in improving their life. So if you want to contribute a quarter to a person's life that you have not even seen around the world, this is your time to type those advice and let them get this good advice. It will help them. Trust me, it will help them. So let's have the question, Waxy.
Yeah, I like the way you introduced me, by the way, and I love the if you snooze, you lose.
Yeah, of course.
Just like you mentioned.
Yeah.
How do you define happiness?
Yeah.
And how do you define cheating? So to me, there are different ways of cheating, right? So someone could cheat maybe through the way the person communicates, through the way the person look at another person, through the way maybe sexually. So cheating actually doesn't necessarily need to be, sexually. It could be through your communication in your heart, the way you look at the person, the way you just, this girl, oh, this guy, right? And that could be a very big offense to your partner, right? So happiness, it literally just depends on what you define happiness as, because if someone is truly happy, or before I even say that, is there anything like true happiness or genuine happiness?
Oh, true happiness. This is it's not clear in my head right now. Because 1 minute a thing comes in, you are all excited, you're happy, you're pumped up. The next minute, something bad comes up. It covers that moment of excitement. So will I really say there is true happiness, or is our happiness tied to something? Do we become excited because of a thing? And do we become gloomy because of a thing too? So if these are true, then our happiness is tied to something. Something triggers us to be happy and something makes us not to be happy. So invariably, there's no true happiness, because the same thing that could make you happy is the same thing that can make you sad. So it's contradictory, because happiness and sadness are two opposite things. Can somebody be truly sad? No. Can somebody be truly happy? No.
Okay. And I think someone said something that if a person cheats, it's not because of the person, it's because of the marriage.
Oh.
So what do you think about this? Do you think that...
I do not have the answer. You should advise, please. If a person cheats, it's not because of the
person.
It's not because of the person, it's because of the marriage. I think there's a whole lot of conspiracy theory there, because before a person become married, he is first a person. And because he's first a person, he has already gathered a lot of things in his brain, whether right or wrong. And this thing constitutes his person. So he's bad because he's bad. He's not bad because he married. He's bad as a person because he's bad as a person. So I do not accept the school of thought that marriage can make a person bad. It is marriage that reveals who you are. So if you're terrible, marriage will show you are terrible. If you're lazy, marriage will show you're lazy. It's supposed to help you, but if you are lazy, it will just amplify it. It's just like a man you give money to. You didn't have money, you give him money, you see his true color. So I don't think marriage, makes people like that. So now I don't also think that people who are cheating cheat because they married. I think there's something in between. But just as I said, who am I to understand these things? You guys should please advise.
Okay, so it's not about the person, or it's not the person, it's the marriage. Can marriage truly make someone? You've explained though that if a person was bad or is bad, marriage can amplify it, or marriage can. But I still think that somehow, marriage can change a good person to a bad person.
I agree.
Okay, and marriage can also make a person who never cheats to cheat. Let me explain my point. For instance, you have a spouse, you are in a relationship, and your spouse is not giving you the attention that you needed, right? He's not talking to you the way he should. He's not providing, or he's not giving you what should be given to you. If you find those things outside, don't you think that somehow, you will start finding interest in the other person that is providing those things, and then the likeness will come. You'll want to communicate with the person more, and little by little, you are, falling in.
See, these things happens every day in our society around the world. It happens, but there are indices to these things. There are signs that these things are going to happen. But I still will not say that because of the marriage, the person will start cheating. It is better you just break out and then go do your thing than to stay there and do your thing. So the person will literally be a bad person to do bad things. But the marriage itself can cause a good person to go bad. But it first starts with the person. Before Judas in the Bible collected bribe, he has been doing something secretly like that. So that just shows a little space. And then they brought bribe and he has been doing it. The thing just ignites and he moves. So somebody who cheats professionally or who cheats very often is not because marriage made him cheat. Even if the wife is bad, the wife is terrible, but the wife is whatsoever, that's not the reason. It is because it is a thing that he has been doing. But for the other kind of person who has not been doing this kind of thing, and then the marriage tried to kind of want to go south, it will even be difficult for the person to start doing wrong things. First off, there will be sign of separation. Second off, there will be movement before the person. So it is a person thing first before the marriage influences the person more. So, but what do I know? I'm just saying out of the little knowledge. Now, it is your turn to advise. What was the question again?
Do happily married husbands cheat?
Do happily married husbands cheat? Please advise.
Please advise.
Please advise.
But as you were explaining that, something came to mind, and you talk about something like break off or something. And I want to ask, do you think if a partner experience a kind of toxic relationship or is in a toxic relationship and they happen to go apart, and then maybe the person happened to maybe find another person or kind of remarry, do you think he or she will be able to accept the second partner based on the experience he or she had in the first relationship? You might not have that answer. We might leave it today, public.
Please advise. Please advise. All right, let's move forward to the next question.
Okay, so the second question is if you cheated, do you think it was because something was missing in your relationship or because something was missing within you?
Oh my God.
Another
See, cheating
amazing
again.
question.
A happy married man cheats. Now, if you cheated, does it mean something was missing in your relationship
Or something was missing within you?
or something was missing within you? Well, this one is difficult too. Yeah, it's difficult because the beginning, the prefix and the suffix are not connected well, because we should understand what happened before and then connect it to what is happening in the present to be able to answer this. But as you know, we do not know the answer. So
Please advise.
Please advise. That's the question. Please advise. Right? Please read the question again.
If you cheated, do you think it was because something was missing in your relationship or because something was missing within you?
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen around the world, this is Please Advise. It is where you go to the comment section and tell us. Some persons are also experiencing a similar thing, a similar questions. These questions are brought in from different parts of the world, and it is your responsibility now to please advise. Your little advice to this person reading is going to go a long way to solving this problem. Please advise.
Yeah, and I also think that before we close on this, we can literally say one or two if something was actually missing in the relationship or within the person, right? Then we also leave it to the public to also give their own opinion. So personally, me, I would say that something might be missing in the relationship, just like you explained earlier, or it could also be the person thing. There are some persons that naturally, it is in their nature to cheat. I've heard someone say, I cannot be eating only afang.
Wow.
So I have to taste okra, I have to taste edita, and I have to taste different, soups. But like I mentioned earlier as well, cheating is not only sexual. It could be the way you communicate with the person, the way you look at the person, the way you lust after the person. It could be from your heart already before you already do. Because it all starts from the heart within you before it manifests physically. So something might be missing. Maybe you don't have your partner's attention. That communication is not there. The way the whole relationship or marriage stuff supposed to go is not going that way. And then you find solace in another person. And then you start communicating. You start, falling for that person, believing that person is always there to respond to you. That might also happen. And it could also be that naturally this person is someone that I just want to test different waters.
Oh, okay. For context, you heard us say afang and all that. That is a type of food people eat in the southern parts of Africa. I mean, Nigeria. That's a food, a delicacy. So you can add that to her context and what she was saying. So I think we are human beings and we are explorers. We explore things. We want to know how things work. It's normal for everybody. But I think finding time to lust after a person could be termed cheating. I could look at somebody and admire the person with zero thing in the heart. Somebody could wear a fine outfit and you'd be like, this is perfect. You admire that thing or that person as at that point doesn't make you a cheater. It only means that you admire a thing. But lustfully admiring these things makes you a cheat. So if you look at someone's bum jiggling around with lustfulness, that's cheating. Just know that for sure. You can categorize the rest. Now, what do I know? I don't know anything. But you should please advise. Please pop up the question one more time.
Okay, so the question is, if you cheated, Do you think it was because something was missing in your marriage or relationship, or because something was missing within you?
Oh, thank you very much. I think you should answer the question. You that cheated by mistake, you can also help us. We will learn from you. And this is, please advise. Give us that little piece of information that will move us to another level. The world is watching. Everybody is seeing. So please advise. At this point, do well to like, share, subscribe, and then we'll meet again. But remember, please advise.